Again?
See, I think this is a little mean-spirited of Evan Giddings, but I'll play along. We have some breaking news regarding the Warriors, but it has nothing to do with Chris Paul or Drew Holiday. And I feel like you kind of baited some Warrior fans there. But we do have news. The Warriors are going to host the 2025 NBA All-Star Game. It's coming to Chase Center. 2025.
Wow, that's big.
The Golden State Warriors will host the NBA All-Star Game at Chase Center 2025.
This is how old I am.
Okay.
The Vince Carter special dunk contest was 2000, the last time they had it at Oracle, right?
Yes.
That was 25 years ago of my life. I was single then.
You act as though it was better then.
No, it's just so
you got
old.
so excited.
We're old.
No, we're not. No, we're not.
That was 25 years ago.
No, it wasn't. It's only 2023 still. It's only 23 years ago.
Well,
I'll tell you who should be fuming right now.
Lakers.
Vivek Ranadive.
Oh, boy.
He built his arena before Chase Center. And now he's got to watch his old pal Joe Lacob get an All-Star game.
Man.
Apparently, Sac's still got to get some hotels up there in the
But Sac is popping, Steiny. Don't sleep on J Street.
Sacramento. Jazz Street?
J Street.
Oh, J.
That's where everything's
been around
at.
since 2016.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I'm not here for Sacramento slander. At
1320 probably lit the spies in the
At all,
YouTube
not
chat.
here
We're going to
for
go
it.
tell them. Good for the Golden State and San Francisco.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
I got to read this text. 510. Anybody legitimately thinking about trading Klay Thompson isn't a real Warrior fan. It's absolutely ridiculous to even entertain the thought. The big three are on a mission to retire together. Real fans know that.
I feel like I wrote it.
Well, he's right. I can talk about trading Klay Thompson because I'm not a real Warrior fan. But the question that I posed that I can't believe I'm getting pushback on it. Without even any specifics, I said to you, if the Golden State if Joe Lacob believed that he had a deal for Klay Thompson that would make the team better right now and give the team flexibility moving forward, would you do it? And I'm hearing a lot of no's, and that does surprise me. Because I'm saying you're going to make a trade for Klay that's going to make you better now and in the future. I guess I don't.
But that's not really out there. But I hear you, Steiny.
What's not really out there?
That scenario, because.
Why not? We don't know that.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't dismiss that they're both making $37 million.
No, that's
one's
a fact.
making 37, one's making 42 or whatever. You got to try to make the contracts.
Mm-hmm. Man, I hear
Why?
you.
I mean, no.
We talked about this because of what he means and
That's
what he's
right.
done.
But I can't.
You hate that.
I hate it. I absolutely hate it that there are actually fans out there that'll say, we'd rather keep Klay than get better now and have more flexibility in the future. That, to me, is preposterous. But I'm not a fan, nor do I own the team. But I think an owner of a team might think a little differently. Reggie's in Vallejo. Hey, Reggie, how you doing?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey.
What's up? How you guys doing?
All right.
Man, I just wanted to talk about the Drew Holiday situation.
Sure.
I think the Warriors should go for it in packaging Chris Paul and Kuminga, and here's a few reasons why. I just don't think it ever worked for any of the young guys on the Warriors. I've been a fan for a minute. I'm 27 years old, but just seeing the culture kind of be compromised and seeing just Jonathan Kuminga's attitude and Wiseman being shipped out, I mean, it kind of just never worked as far as just like the development for all the young guys, to be honest. I mean, the only guy that was close was Jordan Poole, and he's out of here now. And I don't know if you guys saw the Iguodala comments about Jordan Poole, about him not having that same freedom that Draymond Green and Steph had.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
that sucks.
I know. Thanks, Reggie. Good stuff. I'm not listening to Iguodala anymore. He's not an NBA player.
Did he speak on that?
He's not an NBA player right now. What does he matter?
Do we know that? He's on the Warriors.
No, he's not on the roster right now.
I saw it. They put Rudy Gay on there, Steiny. You said he has to try out.
Because it's a training camp roster.
Yeah.
I don't think Gay's going to make the team.
But
I mean, Rudy Gay might make the team, but even if he does, he's...
Rudy Gay, brought to you by Ben Gay.
If people are saying, oh, Rudy Gay...
Nobody's saying that.
There are a lot of people that already are like, he's on the team and in the rotation.
But they got bigger fish to fry.
Okay, 707, this is fair because we're not heartless like you, Steiny.
You left a word out, yeah.
My question to 707 is, what about Lacob? Is Lacob heartless? I think he is.
Well, he wasn't with Draymond. Who saw that 4 for a hundo coming?
Oh, I wouldn't say that. I mean,
you said something earlier.
I think we underestimate Joe Lacob's his ability to be a killer. I really do. That's just me. What were you gonna say?
No, I didn't want to go down that rabbit hole of you said Jordan Poole was not here because it's strictly financial, but Stanley, I think it was more Punchgate and then the financial. But just my 2 cents.
Yeah. I mean, they acknowledged that the money was a big part of it because they had to get under that second apron. Lifelong Knicks fan here. No one should be off the table in pursuit of a championship. If trading Clay makes you better, trade Clay. Trust me, the championship is worth it. Let me just throw this crazy thought at you, just because I like to do this stuff. What if I told you if you trade Clay, you'll win your 5th title? Would you say yes to that?
I would have, yeah.
Oh,
to my core, I'd have.
All right, so we found
Curry would have number 5.
We got to trade Clay for a championship trophy. Is what we got to do.
No, I would it's about the chips.
Wait, but can we trade him mid-season so technically he still gets a ring?
No,
he's a part of the team.
Guy thinking.
No,
so he has 5 also.
That is
don't
good
like
thinking.
that. Yeah.
I don't like that at all.
Is that the due date? Having that All-Star break halfway through the season to where you qualify to get a ring? Is it halfway? I didn't know that.
There's no standard. It's whatever the team wants.
Oh.
Like the team, in theory, like they gave one to Caspi.
I remember, and you said he shouldn't wear it. I said he better rock that thing.
I wouldn't. Why should he wear it? He didn't play.
Give one to Matt Barnes.
That's right. Barnes has a ring.
Hey, Barnes calls and listens to this show.
Who does?
Matt Barnes.
We love him.
Now, how do you know that?
Because he's been on Willard and Dibbs. He's been on with us. He's been on with the morning guy.
That doesn't mean he listens.
He's Sacramento.
He's been a guest on our station.
But he has a house in Sacramento.
But he doesn't listen.
You don't know that.
I do.
Yeah, Odyssey
Matt
apps.
Barnes never has downloaded the Odyssey app.
Come on, stop. He's probably listening now, wondering what we're talking about with CP3. Well, what up, Matt?
He's listening to D-Lo and K. Russell.
Hey, those are my guys. And K. Diddy just got married.
Diddy.
K. Russell.
Why would he talk to us when he could talk to Diddy and K-Rock?
They don't start to 12.
Oh.
K. Russell, you're special.
Has the big 3 come into the league together and retired together? It's about legacy, Steiny, and Lacob could attach his name to that. That's a good question.
The part I just don't. I feel like you omit. But no, you said I would get. I'm a renegade.
It's a business. That's the way I think of it, and I think that's the way most owners think of it.
But the big 3 are their own business too, and I think Lacob knows that. Steiny,
I'm sure he does.
Why did Draymond get the 4 for 100?
Listen, I'm just going to be honest with you, man. We love Joe Lacob.
Yeah.
He's all about championships. If he thinks he can win a championship by trading Klay Thompson, trade Klay Thompson. What are we doing here, people? We're not running a geriatric home.
Well, you added Rudy Gay.
But listen, I'm just saying, I get it. I wouldn't want to trade Klay either.
All right.
But
as long as you admit that, we're good.
But I put it out there that even if you had a trade available that makes you better now and in the future, and people are saying no.
Because people, that's like we're making it up, and it could be happening behind closed doors. But because it's not tangible and there's not a name, Steiny, that's why everybody's riding with Clay. But just one thing about the assassin, Joe Lacob. Steiny, you think Draymond's, just real quick, 400 was all about what he's going to do or all about what he's meant and what they are? Because to me, that was 70% of the deal. And it was risky. He'll never say that.
They made a decision to sign Draymond and trade Poole, not keep Poole and let Draymond walk.
Right, but how much of the nostalgia went in?
Nothing. I don't think anything.
Oh, my goodness. I think 70% of
they
that
were not
Dre's favor.
They were not letting Draymond Green walk away for nothing. Like, they were just not going to. It's the same thing they did with D'Lo. I think.
Look how that worked out. Yeah,
exactly. Like, Poole, to me, was the guy. Steiny, you have to take Iguodala seriously because the Hall of Famers on the team, including the coach, swore by him. Poole didn't have the freedom the other guys had. All right. Yeah, I'll take him seriously. Over, yeah. Oh, I was just going to acknowledge 408. You know what? I'll take him seriously.
And I got a new Eastern Conference team. I think you could figure it out. Wizards. I'm rooting for Poole.
Actually, you can't do that.
What?
No, you can't. Why? Are you doing this on purpose?
I want the Wizards to make the playoffs.
You know I have a personal relationship right now with a guy who works in Washington. That's my team.
Take him off. I don't want him there, but I want Poole to make the All-Star team. I forgot I'm Detroit, too.
You can root for beat Detroit. You pick Detroit.
I already did.
I'll pick Washington.
This is James Wiseman.
You know what, Goo? I checked that. That's the old Matt Steinmetz. I want more. Yeah, root for the Wizards. We'll root together.
There we go.
Oh, my.
Yep. Like to see your old pals do good, man.
Exactly. 888-957-9570 is the number. Steiny and Guru, and we got action here in the NBA. Media Day is at Chase Center on Monday. Guru and I will be there.
Perfect timing.
It is.
Pop off. They wouldn't cancel it,
news out there is that the Golden State Warriors are interested in Drew Holiday. Both Brian Windhorst of ESPN and Chris Mannix, senior writer at Sports Illustrated, are saying how the Warriors have the goods to put together a package for Drew Holiday, who Portland's looking to move. What's that package, you ask? Well, it would be a contract, Chris Paul. It would be a young player, too, Jonathan Kuminga, and probably a number one draft pick down the line.
That's a damn good package.
Is that enough for you if you're Portland? Now, the thing with Portland is they probably don't want Chris Paul. So it'll have to be most likely a 3-team trade somewhere. But for our purposes here in the Bay, would you trade Chris Paul, Jonathan Kuminga, and a future first for Drew Holiday? And I think that's something, I don't know if that's the exact deal, but there's something the Warriors are thinking about right now.
And what you brought up, Steiny, I'm being so real because, I'm about family and unity. But I'm sorry, what you read about how he's been at the facility and Joe, that means nothing to me yet. You know what I mean? Unless you tell me, that ain't a year worth of a relationship being on the road, 41 games of an 82-game season. I guess I'm saying, partner, is that didn't hit me in the cardiac muscle yet that he was around.
Okay.
They would be like, yeah, it was good. It was, it's business. But it sounded like you said
it is business, except Paul for Warrior fans.
Paul was making an impression on people to where, you know what, we're on the eve of the season starting in camp. It's too late. I still think it's early.
Yeah,
talking to the young guys, I get that. But man, that ain't gonna prevent anything.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. The bottom line on this whole thing is we don't know what the Warriors think about Chris Paul.
No doubt.
We know that part of the move was because they had to make it. But part of the move is Chris Paul's good. Hall of Famer, future Hall of Famer.
That is a fact.
So maybe the Warriors acquired Chris Paul to trade him. That's possible.
But this is close now.
What is?
Where we're at now, the eve of camp opening it up. I don't think this was how they had it planned or mapped out.
510, your hypothetical trade of Kuminga and Paul and a first is too much.
Man.
I tend to agree with you, 510.
What if you didn't need the first? What if you could do it without the first?
I don't like trading Kuminga. I know people say this is why you're not a fan. I just don't like the idea when we're so old of giving away one of our young players. And not only that, if it does take a first, giving up on a young player when you're giving up an opportunity for a young player when you know Steph, Clay, and Draymond are going to be gone. Like, I don't know if I want to do that. Like, you guys got to be like, these guys are Hall of Famers. I'm going to put it this way: these guys are Hall of Famers.
That they are.
They're among the greatest players of all time. I mean, they're not just going to retire and the Warriors stay on top. I'm just saying, if I'm Joe Lacob, I absolutely have to think about a pick, let's say, after 2025 that I'm going to give up because I know that our guys are going to be older and we might not be good after Steph leaves.
So all the more.
So then what happens to your? So then.
Yeah, but Kuminga ain't Jordan.
No,
he can't do it by himself.
But what if you're one of the worst teams in the league after Steph leaves, but you don't have your first round pick?
Well,
because you moved it for somebody.
I give you that. But
I'm not saying,
way down. I hear you, Steiny. That's way down the road, and a lot. Look how this has happened. Somebody is going to be the beneficiary of a trade that nobody saw coming, and they're going to add, a top-tier player to their organization, and their odds and chances of getting to the mountaintop just go astronomical. So who's to know? Steiny, you can say it's so easy about this. We don't know what's going to happen before we get to that play. A lot of stuff can pop off.
Okay, do you think the Warriors are going to be better?
Oh, no.
Well, okay, so all I'm saying is I ain't just throwing number one picks into a trade if I'm the Warriors because we want to win now and I'll take something in 2028. Like, you guys, I don't think you're putting into the equation the fact that might be a really good pick. It could be a generational player if you fall off, which, like, if I'm Joe Lacob, let me ask you this. If you're the owner of the Warriors, would you allow for the possibility that the Warriors are going to fall off after Steph?
Yes.
Okay, well, if that's a concern, then I gotta make sure I got picks from 2025 to 2030.